The SVI Sports Network returns now with more live coverage of Bear Lake High School sports.
Welcome to Bear Lake High School basketball tonight. Bear Lake Bears hosting the Snake River Panthers in the first game of district play for the boys team. The number 2 ranked Snake River Panthers here at the Bear Cave. Ready to take on the Bears. Like I said, beginning of district play. The girls wrapping up their district play tomorrow night is senior night, their final home game of the regular season. The boys, on the other hand, just getting started. And Snake River coming in, ranked number 2 in the state league. And everybody's tied for first place in the district right now. That's a good place. But that will end shortly as district play starts tonight. Snake River 14-1 on the season. The Bear Lake Bears coming in at 3-10. Snake River ranked number 2 in the state. Bear Lake ranked number 17 in the state. According to the Max Preps math, Snake River is a 25-point favorite tonight. So that Bears got a tough road to hoe. Before we get into all that, and Lisa and Nate, you can start thinking about your keys to the game. Before we get into all that, the girls team tomorrow night, I already mentioned, is senior night, their final home game of the regular season. They clinched the number 1 seed for the district tournament last night. With that win, they are 5-0 in district with just 1 game left to play. Everybody else has at least 2 losses now. So the Bears will be the number 1 seed. That means next Tuesday night, the Bears will host the first round of the district tournament against Snake River, who is 0 for the season after last night. They remained without a win in district play. So the Bears will host Snake River next Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. That's how the girls game shapes up. Tomorrow night, the girls do host that game against Marsh Valley to finish off district play. But it really doesn't matter what happens in the games tomorrow, as Bear Lake will be 1, American Falls 2, Marsh Valley 3, and Snake River 4th place in the regular season standings for the girls basketball side of things. So tonight, Bears have a big task ahead of them, where they're the 25-point underdog and facing Snake River, who comes in a much bigger and more experienced team. Snake River finished 3rd in the state last year, and they did graduate a bunch, but they have a bunch back, including Marcus Coombs, who came in here and had a great game last year. He's a 6'5" senior, and he was phenomenal last year in the game they played here last year. It was not a district game, obviously, but he still had a phenomenal night. So, Nate, we'll start with you. What is your key to the game?
Well, my key to the game tonight, Jared, is as we know, this is a David and Goliath matchup tonight, as Snake River, one of the best teams in the state in the basketball realm. But Snake River is a team that brings a lot of positional size, as we talked about. You looking at this roster, it's almost frightening how many people they have that are, 6 feet and above. I mean, their shortest player is 5'11". Their tallest is a 6'9" sophomore. Yeah, you heard that right, 6'9" sophomore. So my key to the game tonight, Jared, is Bear Lake's got to play big. They have to, they're going to be down multiple inches on the boards tonight. So they're going to have to box out and be fundamentally sound on the defensive end. They're going to have to really work hard on the inside in the paint. And it all starts there. I think a lot of these guys, a lot of these bigs can extend it, but the odds of them knocking down a three-point shot a lot lower than them knocking down the 2-ball inside. So you got to play big, you got to play smart, just fundamental basketball. You have to beat them with technique, because you're not going to beat them with size tonight. You have to lock down the interior, and that's where this game's going to have to start. Make them shoot from the outside, don't give them open looks, obviously, but you're going to have to work the ball outside, because you don't want to give them easy looks on the inside, because when you're 6'9", 6'7", you're going to take advantage of that every day of the week.
Yeah, you talked about their height. Their starting lineup is a 6'7" senior, 6'1" junior, 5'11" senior, 6'1" senior, 6'5" senior. So they start 4 seniors and a junior, and they start 2 guys that are 6'5" or taller, and then the 6'9" sophomore, he comes off the bench. He did play some last year on the varsity team as a freshman, so he'll see plenty of time on the court and he is tall. Bridger Howard is his name.
Well, I mean, it's a tall task, Jared, both literally and figuratively tonight. As, Snake River's just a phenomenal team. They've had some great games. They've, beat some of the best teams this state has to offer. They've taken down Sugar Salem. So Bear Lake, tallest player is probably Brox Birch.
Yeah, I think we have him listed at 6'3", I think.
Yeah, I would say he's probably 6'3", 6'4". So you're going to be giving up a lot of inches on the inside. So you're going to have to play fundamentally sound. Like I said, you've just got to control the paint tonight. I can't express that enough.
In fact, Brox, Birch, Tate Ewing, Logan Keach, and Kason Warner all listed at 6'2", and they are the tallest on the roster. So size is going to be a huge advantage for the Panthers. My key to the game, and then Lisa, if you have, you don't have one?
No, I don't.
She's been getting the stats ready. So my key to the game is going to be as the underdog. We talk about all the time about being the favorite. We know when you're the favorite, you have to come out and you have to start fast and not let the underdog stick around. My key to the game for the Bear Lake Bears is muddy the game up.
Yeah.
Keep it close. Don't let Snake River get out in transition. Don't let Snake River get that early lead. Play physical, play tough, play gritty basketball, and do everything you can to stay in the game, because as we all know, the longer the underdog stays in the game, the better chance they have of pulling off the upset, because it becomes a mental game at that point. And so that's my key to the game.
And, I think it's fitting that our keys to the game tonight, Jared, are all defense-related. I think, like you said, the way to play is gritty, physical basketball tonight, and you got to grind out a win against this sort of a team. This is the type of team that is always going to play tough, and they're always going to be, a dogfight to the very end if you're in this game. So the best way to take advantage of that is to play physical, especially on the defensive end. Like we said, if you can hold an opponent to, 35, 40 points a game, offense will come. You just have to be smart on the defensive end. The best way to score points is to lock down on the defensive side.
And the whole time you've been talking, I've been watching the warm-ups, and Coombs, their 6'5" senior, son of the coach, just made 5 in a row, and they were NBA threes. They weren't like standing on the line. He just out there stroking it. He's a natural shooter.
Well, Jared, we know that this team's impressive. Like, we watched them last year. They came out and they really picked apart Bear Lake last season. Really, for me, you don't have to win this game if you're the Bears. Obviously, it's a district game. You want to come out and you want to win it. But I'm just looking for signs of improvement from year to year. So if we come out in this game, Snake River being a 25-point favorite, if we can cover that spread, make it a 15-point game or less, I think that's a win in Bear Lake's book. You're seeing signs of improvement, and you're seeing this team grow, and that's really what you're looking for. I'm not saying that Bear Lake's out of this game, because that's not true. They have the ability to come out and win this game. I mean, any team, any given day. But if you can come out and cover that spread, I think you're doing a phenomenal job.
I would have to agree with that. And like I said, if you're just joining us, the spread, according to Max Preps, the Snake River Panthers coming in tonight as a 25-point favorite. What's incredible to me is the first place team, which is Bonners Ferry. Is that as we said it was?
Yes.
Bonners Ferry would be a 9-point favorite over Snake River, who's number 2.
That's
so
hard to imagine.
It's hard to imagine a team that would be nearly a double-digit favorite over these guys, but there is such a team in the state. So we're ready for some basketball. Just about a minute and a half left. I think they're going to do a really quick version of the school song over there with the pep band and the cheerleaders, and then we'll get started. It's the crowd, we'll call it a wide out for the student section, because on TV you're probably not going to be able to see their shirts anyway, but it's little white lies. They're all wearing white T-shirts that have a saying on them that's a little white lie about themselves. There's like a couple of them that say they're Panther fans. I like those. Anyway, so we are just about ready for basketball at Bear Lake High School. The Bear Lake Bears versus the Snake River Panthers tomorrow night. You can join us for girls basketball, final regular season game, senior night. Also a 7:30 tip-off against the Marsh Valley Eagles. And then we're right back here on Saturday with the boys basketball team again as the American Falls Beavers come to town. American Falls having a decent season as well. And so they come to town on Saturday night to take on the Bears. So we got a lot of basketball for you. And tomorrow morning, the wrestling team takes off for Sugar Salem for a 2-day tournament up in Sugar Salem. The girls are headed to Burley for that same this weekend. Burley or Kimberly, they've got a tournament as well. So girls wrestlers, Sugar Salem, and boys wrestlers involved in tournaments. Lots of basketball here at home. So here we go. I'm going to turn on the mic and let's get started.
All right. I guess we're going to stay put and listen to the pit band do the national anthem. Good crowd.
Really good crowd
in the building
I
tonight.
gotta say, a lot of people showing up for this one.
All right, flag coming down from the ceiling, and again, the national anthem being played by the Bear Lake High School Pit Band. We'll let you listen in. All right, a great job by the pit band. And we are ready for Bear Lake High School basketball. Again, hosting the Snake River Panthers in the first conference game of the season. And it's going to be a good one tonight. Reminding the crowd to cheer loud, cheer proud, and cheer positive tonight. And it's going to be a great night. Introducing the starters for tonight from Snake River. A 6'7" senior, 0, Spencer Anderson. A 6'1" junior, number 2, Bryden Mortensen. A 5'11" senior, number 10, Dawson Jackman. A 6'1" senior, number 22, Bo Driscoll. And a 6'5" senior, number 23, Marcus Coombs. And the Snake River Panthers being coached by Robert Coombs. All right, now for the starting lineup for the Bear Lake Bears. A 5'10" junior, number 3, Caden Anderson. A 5'11" sophomore, number 11, Jack Hume. A 6-foot sophomore, number 15, Tyken Carlisle. A 6'2" sophomore, number 22, Broxton Birch. And a 6'2" sophomore, number 24, Tate Ewing. The Bear Lake Bears are coached by Trevor Ward. And we're ready for some basketball. Broxton Birch is going to go up against Marcus Coombs in the center circle. Jared joining us again on the headset.
So Coombs, and he'll jump it up against Birch. Bears going left to right, all in white with blue trim and black numerals as you hear it and we see it. The Snake River Panthers black uniforms tonight with purple down stripes down the side, purple numerals and white trim. Birch versus Coombs. Ball's in the air. Coombs controls the tip, and it will be Jackman. He goes over to Mortensen, to Coombs, to Jackman. And on the elbow to Driscoll. Now inside. Shot is missed by Spencer Anderson. Good look. But he throws it over the top of the rim off the backboard, and the Bears get the rebound. Hume will bounce pass it to Anderson. Anderson go to Birch. Birch with the pump fake. Cut off there by Coombs. It's knocked out of bounds by Driscoll. And it will remain Bear Lake basketball. 19-second shot clock, 7:27 here in very early going. First quarter action, Bears and Panthers. Long three from Jack Hume straight away, no good, out of bounds. It will be Panther basketball as it goes off the right side of the rim. Jackman will walk the ball into the front court for the Panthers. He goes to Coombs. Now up top to Mortensen, to Jackman. Driscoll, three on the way, no good. Coombs high for the rebound. He lays it up, it's no good. Rolls over the back of the rim on the reverse layup. And so 0 for the game are both teams. The Panthers have missed their first three shots. The Bears missed their one opportunity. Hume misses again. So 0 for 5 between the two teams as Coombs gets the rebound. And Jackman will bring the ball into the front court. Now to Driscoll. Driscoll to Mortensen. Now to Anderson. Inside to Coombs. Drives baseline, reverse layup. This time it doesn't roll over the back. And 2-point lead, 2-0. First points of the game go to the Panthers. A minute and a half into the contest. Bears are 0 for 2 on their first two possessions. Ewing goes around the screen from Birch. He'll go over to Anderson still on the elbow. Anderson around the Carlisle screen. Pick and roll not there. He'll go into the corner to Hume. Hume will dribble up top over to Ewing. Ewing in the corner to Anderson. I think it was intended for Birch. Birch had cleared the area, and by the time it got to Anderson, he fumbled it out of bounds. Bears commit the turnover, down 2-0. A minute and 50 into this first period. Jackman will bring the ball into the front court for the Panthers. He goes to Driscoll. Driscoll to Mortensen still up top. Two-guard set. Driscoll looking inside. He'll go to Anderson. Anderson up and in. It sat on the back of the rim for like what seemed like an eternity before it rolls in. It is 4-0 in favor of the Panthers. Hume gets it to Ewing. Ewing to Birch. Birch right back to Hume. Hume bounce pass over to Anderson. Anderson pump fake. Baseline jumper, no good. Rebound. Fought for out of bounds off of, I think it was Anderson's foot for the Panthers. It will be Bear Lake basketball. Carlisle inside fighting for the rebound there for Bear Lake. Hume will inbound baseline. Here's the trigger out to Birch. Birch drives. He'll hand off to Carlisle. Carlisle down the lane, up
Great
and
move.
no good. Birch with the rebound, put back is no good. Tip is up and no good. Anderson with the rebound was knocked away by the Bears. Ewing's shot up no good. I think it was partially blocked. Ewing fights for the rebound again. He travels with it. He can't stand up. He was on the floor when he picked it up. He tried to stand up. That's a lot of grit and effort right there from the Bear Lake Bears.
Yeah.
Like that possession. Came away without any points, but I love the hustle. So Jackman will walk the ball up in a 4-0 ball game. Nearly 3 minutes gone. He goes to Driscoll. Inside to Jackman. Touch pass to Coombs. Coombs will drive. Float it up. No good. Anderson's going to tip the ball out, but Hume takes it away before Anderson can control it. Hume loses it. He'll get it to Anderson, and the Bears will set the offense now to Birch. Birch thinks about the three, goes back to Anderson. Anderson dribble drive down the lane, bounce pass back out to Hume. Hume will spin down the lane, and Coombs just takes it away. Coombs into the open court, and the Bears fouling to keep him from getting the easy layup.
I like that foul, actually.
It was
Great
a
hustle by Anderson.
great, I agree with you, great early foul, so nobody's going to get hurt, nobody's going to hit the floor, but he's not going to get the shot off and have the chance for the end one, make him just inbound it and set the offense.
Tafoya and Keach in the game, replacing Hume and Carlisle.
4-0, still in the early going. Ball comes into Mortensen, turnaround jumper, no good off the backboard. Tafoya, about a 4 or 5 footer there, and Tafoya gets the rebound. In the corner it goes to Ewing. Ewing looking for Keach, nothing there, so come back out. Now bounce pass it into Keach, into the double team. Keach turns around, thought he had a man there was nobody there. and he loses the basketball. Jackman picks it up, a steal/turnover, whichever one you want to rule that right there for the Bear Lake Bears. Coombs to Anderson at the foul line. He goes to Driscoll. Driscoll open for three. No good. And Keach with the rebound. So far the Bears defense has been effective. Has held Snake River to just 4 points here in the early going. Bears offense just needs to find a way to score. Ewing will try this Phillips 66 U-Save three-point make, and it's there! Phillips 66 U-Save live to the full, where your convenience is our pleasure. 4-3, Coombs answers. Another Phillips 66 U-Save three-point shot at the other end. Marcus Coombs knocks it down. It's 7-3. Tafoya to Anderson. Anderson dribbles into a three, no good. A rebound to Driscoll. It was a good-looking shot, just about an inch too short, or would have been right back in it. Jackman turnaround baseline jumper. What a shot! He got cut off. He had no place to go. Did a spin move to create some space. 9-3. That was a great shot by Jackman. Birch has the ball knocked away. Driscoll comes up with it. Driscoll to Coombs. Coombs with the layup. Nice Euro step to avoid the contact, and he gets the layup, and just like that, 11-3. The Bears cut it to a 1-point game, and the Panthers have scored 7 straight. Coombs with 5 of those 7. Tafoya, long three, no good, off the back of the rim, and Mortensen secures the rebound. He'll push it quickly into the front court, and he'll kick it back out. Jackman way deep three, no good. Rebound to Birch. Tafoya quickly up ahead to Ewing. Ewing is fouled.
That's going to go on Mortensen, his first.
And that was, I'll say that was a good foul if you're Snake River. I think Ewing had a step on him, was going to probably get to the bucket for an easy one, and Mortensen made sure it didn't happen.
All right, in the game, Howard, Preekmore, and Mortimer replacing Anderson, Jackman, Driscoll.
Birch for three. Yes, there's another Phillips 66 U-Save three-point make for the Bears. Both their buckets today have been from three, and it's 11-6 as Broxton Birch lives to the full. Phillips 66 U-Save, where your convenience is our pleasure. Coombs in the corner with it, out top. Now to Prigmore, and then back out top to Mortimer. Mortensen, corner, three ball on the way, no good. That one was number 15, Hunter Lee, is that correct?
Oh. Could be. I don't have him on my roster, but we'll add him.
He's the only number 15 I see, so we're going to say that is Hunter Lee. And then a miscommunication. Anderson throws away, trying to get Birch. Mortensen, layup, good, and one. So 13-6, and he'll go to line. He'll shoot from the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line, trying to complete the three-point play the old-fashioned way.
That foul on Anderson.
Carlisle back in the game, replacing, I think it was on Anderson. Yeah, that's what they got up there. His first. Mortensen gets the foul shot to go. And it's 14-6, an 8-point lead here for the Panthers. Hume up top to Tafoya. Tafoya's three-point shot attempt is blocked. He gets his own rebound, puts it up from the foul line. This time it's no good. Rebound finally secured by Broxton Birch to Logan Keach. Keach puts it in, about a 12-foot jumper just inside the foul line, 14-8, as Logan Keach gets the bucket off the rebound. Coombs for three. Coombs with another three-point make. Phillips 66 U-Save live to the full. And Coombs has just got such a smooth stroke from out there. Just no effort as a steal. And going the other way, and then the shot's blocked. And last touched by Snake River. What a defensive play. That was Brock Mortimer. Thought he had an easy layup, and Tafoya comes from behind, gets just enough of the ball, and then Mortimer couldn't regain possession, fumbles it out of bounds, and the turnover. So great hustle play there by Tafoya. Up top, Hume bounces it in the corner, but Mortensen takes it away to Coombs. Coombs is going to be fouled. Again, good foul. Keep him from getting the dunk, and I think he was going to go up and throw it down that time.
That foul goes on Birch. That's his second.
And they're going to rule before the shot, I think.
Ewing coming back in the game for Birch.
17-8 is the score. And Snake River will inbound. That's Prigmore, and he misses. Rebound to Ewing for the Bear Lake Bears. Jack Hume coming the other way. Sorry, that's number 32, Howard. I'm sorry. I had the wrong number there. Up top, it goes to Jack Hume. Jack Hume dribbles over to Tafoya. Tafoya loses control of it. It's taken away by Howard. Howard will bring the ball into the front court. He goes to Mortimer, corner, Coombs, three. No, he missed that one. Whew. Looked good. I agreed with you. I thought it was in. He just barely missed it. And the rebound to the Bear Lake Bears. Bears can work for the last shot if they want. There's about half a second difference between game clock and shot clock. 17-8 is the score. 23 seconds left. Ewing going to drive, elevate, miss it, rebound in the hands of Lee. He'll hand it to Mortimer. Mortimer in the corner to Coombs. Coombs up top to Mortimer. He drives, goes to Mortensen. Mortensen with 5 seconds left, loses out of bounds. Mortensen looks at his hands because they just betrayed him on that one. The ball just slipped.
Coombs and Mortensen leave the court, and in the game, Anderson back in as well as Mortensen. Jackman. Jack
Hume will shoot a long three at the buzzer, miss it. That was from beyond half court. And at the end of one quarter, Snake River leads it by a score of 17-8. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Bear Lake Drug in Montpelier is your full-service pharmacy, including prescription refills and medications. Bear Lake Drug also offers services such as rapid strep test, rapid influenza test, and medication synchronization. Ask your pharmacist for more details at Bear Lake Drug on Washington Street in Montpelier. Visit BearLakeDrugID.com. That's BearLakeDrugID.com. It's your local drugstore and a whole lot more. Bear Lake Drug.
Our PT department is comprised of physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We also have pelvic floor that we do. Physical therapy helps in multiple settings. They assist in the skilled nursing facility, the manor, the home health, along with helping out with both preoperative and postoperative. Make sure that you have the best outcome with your surgery and your way of life going forward.
You're watching Bears basketball with Jared and Lisa on the SVI Sports Network.
Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard shows the Bears trailing by a score of 17-8. The Bears will start the second quarter with the basketball. Anderson will go to Hume on the elbow. Back up top straight away. Anderson for three. Yes, there's a Phillips 66U save. Three-point make for Caden Anderson. The Bears cut the lead to 6 to start the second quarter. Jackman in the corner now to Lee. Cross court goes to Mortimer. Up top to, back inside. Mortimer corner to Anderson. And Mortimer to Jackman. They'll reset. Jackman drives all the way to the hoop, puts it up, no good. Rebound to Carlisle. And Jackman takes away from Carlisle, but he can't save it. It'll be Bear Lake basketball. Nice hustle play there by Jackman to try to take that ball away. But it will be Bear Lake basketball with 7:20 left to go in the first half, 17-11. But the Bears have made 3 Phillips 66U save three-point shots in this game to keep them close. Just a 6-point game as we're a minute in to this second quarter. And Argyle throws it away. And it's last touched by Argyle as Jackman was able to tip it away from him. Mortimer will inbound. Jackman walks into the front court. He goes now to Mortimer. Mortimer to Lee. Lee looking inside, gets it to Howard. Howard baseline. Knocked away from him, taken away by Argyle from behind. Howard is the big 6'9" sophomore. Anderson looking for some help, gets it to Ewing. Ewing looking inside, instead of go to Anderson. Anderson will drive, stop, foul line jumper, no good. Rebound in the corner taken down by Lee for the Panthers. And here they come with 6.5 minutes left in the first half, 17-11, just a 6-point game. Jackman, baseline, Howard, turnaround, no good, he's fouled. So the height hasn't been as big of an advantage so far in this game as we thought it would be. The Bears have done, just like you said in the pregame, Nate, the Bears have done a good job of negating the height advantage.
Carlisle picking up his first foul.
And that sends Howard to the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line. Jacobson Mountain Air for your heating and air conditioning needs in the Bear Lake Valley. Contact Jacobson Mountain Air. Howard misses the first. He'll have one more. 17-11 on the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Bear Lake Memorial Hospital, you can count on them to care. Howard's second foul shot on the way and rattles home. Lead is back to 7.
Coombs coming in for Howard.
And a timeout on the court. It is a 30. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the SVI Sports Network.
Bear Lake Dental in Montpelier is where kindness and dentistry meet. Our friendly, talented team have years of experience in providing compassionate service and high-quality dental care. Dr. Micah Himmerick, Dr. Monty Weston, and a full staff of dental experts are here to help you create a new smile. Visit Bear Lake Dental at 215 South 4th Street in Montpelier, online at bearlakedental.com, or give us a call at 208-847-0153. Bear Lake Dental, creating happy, beautiful smiles.
This is your home for Bear Lake Bears basketball, live on SVI Media and The Wave, all a part of the SVI Sports Network.
Bears sticking with the Panthers in the early going, 18-11. It's a 7-point lead here in the second quarter with 6:15 left as the Bears set the offense after the timeout. Ewing with it on the elbow, looking for a cutter. Nothing there. Well defended. He finally gets it inside to Carlisle. Carlisle loses the ball. Still on the floor. He'll run it down on the sideline, but he can't save it before it goes out of bounds. Bears with the turnover. That's where that defense is paying off for Snake River. The height, I should say, is paying off because Carlisle is usually able to make a move on a guy, but when he's being defended by Anderson, who is 6 inches taller, as Hume steals the pass on the other end. Hume quickly into the front court. He'll spin down the lane and have to kick it back out to Argyle. Argyle back to Hume. Hume thinks about the three. He'll dribble to the top, set the offense, directing some traffic. He now on the elbow, defended by Jackman, and offensive foul.
Carlisle. Yeah. That's his second.
That's when Carlisle's just trying to get a open lane for Hume, and he's unable to get the screen without getting called for the foul. Coombs up top to Lee. Lee for three, miss it, and the rebound taken by Argyle. Bears had everybody blocked out. That was quickly up ahead to Ewing. Ewing with the bucket. Great rebound on one end and great offense in transition to the other. 18-13, 5-point lead for the Panthers. Bears staying in this game. Lob inside to Anderson. That's the first time height has really made the huge difference. He just caught it high enough nobody could do anything about it and laid it in. 20-13, 7-point game. Anderson around the screen looking for Carlisle. They'll have to come back out to Argyle. Argyle dribble handoff over to Ewing. Ewing drives baseline, gets cut off, fumbles the ball away. Coombs comes away with it. Snake River has numbers. Coombs can't get it to go, but the rebound is actually it's finally taken by Anderson. Anderson in the front court. Bears have numbers. Anderson down the lane, and he's fouled. He'll go wide. He'll shoot two. Caden Anderson with the good Euro step to avoid the contact. Gets himself a trip to the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line. Jacobson Mountain Air for your heating and air conditioning needs in the Bear Lake Valley.
Jackman picking up his first foul.
Caden Anderson will have a chance to cut into this lead. The Bears have stayed right here, 6-7 points down since about midway through the first quarter. Anderson toes the line, foul shot up, and good. Jacobson Mountain Air for your heating and air conditioning needs in the Bear Lake Valley.
Carlisle and Ewing being replaced by Keach and Birch. Also coming into the game, Tafoya replacing Hume.
And the starters, I think, back on the court now for the Panthers as well as Driscoll and Mortensen came back in. Second foul shot is no good. Coombs will secure the rebound for the Panthers. It's a 6-point game at 20-14. Jackman to Coombs. Coombs wide open from three, didn't take it. Instead, he goes to Mortensen. Mortensen to Jackman. Jackman will lob it inside to Anderson, who puts it up and in. Again, if he gets even 6 inches of space down there, and they just lob it into him. And Keach is gives up 5 inches, and that's a big difference. And when you go with the reach of Anderson, it gives up probably another 4 or 5 inches, even more than that. Anderson for Bears up top with the lob inside to Keach, but it's taken away by Driscoll. Driscoll to Jackman. Here come the Panthers in transition. Lob to Coombs. Argyle tips it away, and the Bears come away with it. So instead of the offensive play, it turns into 2 turnover. Jackman knocks away from Anderson, but Anderson will get it back. He'll go to Argyle. Argyle inside to Keach. Keach dribbling down the lane, spinning it up and in. Nice move by the lefty to get the layup to go. 22-16, Bears back within 6. Nice move there by Logan Keach. In the corner, it goes to Anderson out top to Mortensen. Mortensen to Coombs. Coombs to Jackman. Jackman will lob it inside to Anderson again. They can do that all night long. They've scored their last 6 points that way.
That's hard to defend. They're so tall.
The Bears are trying to just play man-to-man defense, and it's working except for whoever's on Anderson inside. There's just nothing they can do. Eventually, he's going to get enough of a space. They just lob it into him, and he can go up and catch it. Jackman takes away. He'll lay it up at the other end. And he's fouled, too. Nice play there by Jackman just to step in and take the pass away. He went down and laid it up. He'll have a chance for the three-point play.
Tafoya.
Jacobson Mountain Air for your heating and air conditioning needs in the Bear Lake Valley. Contact Jacobson Mountain Air. 10-point lead for the Panthers. That's the first shot in the last, first points in the last 8 that haven't been just that lob inside to Anderson. And Jackman completes the three-point play, and it's an 11-point lead. So the Bears had cut it to 6, and then 5 quick points by the Panthers to extend the lead back to 11. They can score quickly, and that's what they've done. Argyle to Anderson. Anderson is going to dribble behind the screen, shoot the 3, leave it short. It goes in the hands of Driscoll. Driscoll up ahead to Mortensen. Mortensen misses the layup and the rebound. Though will be Snake River basketball as Argyle couldn't control it.
Howard coming back in for Anderson.
So the 6'9" replaces the 6'7". It's a nice problem to have if you're Snake River. Ball inside to Mortensen, still being fought for on the ground. It's going to go out of bounds. Last touched by Tafoya. Great defense by the Bears to create another inbound opportunity on the baseline instead of giving up the look inside. Lob comes into Coombs. Coombs will just spin down the lane. Pull back out to Mortensen. Inside Driscoll. Shot is blocked, but he's fouled.
Excuse me. That goes on Keach, his first.
Nice spin move by Driscoll to be able to get it up. Keach blocked it up top, but got him with the body down low, and it sends Driscoll to the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line. Jacobson Mountain Air for your heating and air conditioning needs in the Bear Lake Valley. Contact Jacobson Mountain Air. Driscoll banks it in.
Just how you draw it up, I think.
Yeah. So he meant to.
He called it. I saw it.
Driscoll will have
Doesn't matter how it goes in as long as it goes in.
Driscoll will have one more, and he misses this one in the rebound to Birch. Birch will bring the ball into the front court, and with 2:12 now left in the first half, Bears trail it by 12 at 28-16. Tafoya over to Argyle. Argyle will get it to Anderson. Anderson looking for the screen. Pick and roll not there, so he'll dribble across the top and set the offense now to Birch. Birch will drive down the lane, get himself to the hoop. His shot is blocked out of bounds by Driscoll. Jack Hume will check in for the Bears.
And Ewing. Anderson and Keach leaving the floor.
So Jack Hume will be the trigger man underneath the hoop with 1:47 left in the half. Only 5 seconds on the shot clock. The Bears have got to get something up quick. Hume has got to get it in. He gets it into Birch. Birch is going to drive, get everybody in the air, and then they say there was a foul. He pump faked, and we'll see if he was shooting or not.
That goes on Howard, his first.
That was a great pump fake by Birch to get the Snake River Panthers in the air and earn a trip to the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line. Birch gets the first one to go. Cuts the lead to 11 at 28-17 with 1:43 left here in the second quarter. Birch will have one more. This one is no good. Rattles out. Coombs sky high for the rebound. And now to Jackman. Jackman will set the offense for the Panthers. He goes to Mortensen. Now to Coombs. Jackman, long three. Yes. Just so smooth. There's a Field 66 USAVE three-point shot for Jackman. It's 31-17. Tafoya hands to Hume. Jackman takes it away. Loses it, but runs it down. Quickly up ahead. Tries to get it to Mortensen. Ewing steps in, knocks it away. It'll stay Snake River basketball, but good job there by Mortensen.
Oh, we got blood. Tyken Carlisle's coming in to replace Argyle. Argyle's going to have to go take care of a bloody nose, it looks like.
So Driscoll will inbound baseline. Lob comes into Coombs. Coombs goes inside to Howard. Howard can't get it. Out of bounds. It will be Bear Lake basketball. That time they tried the lob, this time Howard instead of Anderson, and it was just a little bit too high for him, and it's a turnover. It's been a great play for Snake River on the night, though. And I don't know if you're Bear Lake going forward, what you drop to defend that, because it's just the height. Hume will bring the ball into the front court with 1 minute left in this first half. Gets it to Tafoya. Tafoya loses it. Jackman knocks it away again. Tafoya gets it back. Tafoya down the lane. Gets it to Carlisle. Carlisle to Birch. Birch in the corner. Cross court. He'll go to Hume. Hume spins down the lane. Mortensen right there. Hume is going to be fouled.
That goes on Mortensen. That'll be his second, and he is going to be replaced by Lee.
46.5 seconds left in the first half. Bears will have the ball baseline, trailing by 14 at 31-17. Hume looking, still looking, and he's got to get it in quickly to avoid the 5-second call. He does not. It's a turnover. So Snake River denies the entry pass on the inbound and forces the turnover. So the Panthers, there's 10 seconds difference between the shot clock and game clock, but they're not even going to wait for that. Howard misses the easy layup, but Coombs got it from the other side, and that was that lob again. So now there's no shot clock. Bears can work for the last shot. 33-17 in favor of the Panthers. Tafoya is going to bounce pass it to Jackman. Jackman, layup is good. Pump fake, and Jackman got the layup. 35-17.
That is at least his 4th or 5th steal. He's very good at defending.
And he's got 10 points on the night. Tafoya in the corner, and that's going to be the end of the first half. We're not going to get a shot off. So last about 3 minutes of the second quarter were all Snake River. It went from a very close ball game where the Bears were right in it, only down by 6, and at halftime they're down by 18, 35-17 as we go to half. And I think we got a few seconds before the cheerleaders come out. Let's take a 30-second break, Nate, and we'll come back and let you watch the cheerleaders while Lisa gives the stats right here on the SVI Sports Network.
With the helpful hardware, folks.
On the SVI Sports Network, this is Bears basketball with Jared and Lisa.
All right, it's halftime. The Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard not as close as it once were. The Bears stuck with the Panthers for about a quarter and a half, and then the Panthers slowly pulled away, and at halftime, the score is Snake River 35, Bear Lake 17. Lisa, who did the damage for Snake River?
Coombs has 12 points. Jackman with 10. 8 for Anderson, 3 for Mortimer, and 1 for Driscoll. 1 for Howard. They're shooting 48% overall, 11 out of 19, 57% from the 2-point range, 3 for 10, 30% from the 3-point, and 4 for 6, 66% from the foul line. And they have 12 rebounds. Only 2 of those are offensive. That's because they just don't miss a lot. Assists, they have just won a couple of blocks. The steals, though, Jackman with 4, Mortimer with 2, Driscoll with 2, Coombs with 2 for a total of 10. They only have 4 turnovers. For Bear Lake, the Ewing leading with 5 points. 4 for Keach, 4 for Birch, and 4 for Anderson. They're shooting 30% overall. They're 3 out of 12, 25% from the 2-point range, 3 out of 8, 37% from the 3-point line, and 2 for 4, 50% from the foul line. 20 rebounds for the Bears, 16 of those are defensive rebounds, 4 offensive rebounds, and they have 3 steals as a team, 5 deflections, 8 turnovers. And the Panthers led the Bears in the first quarter 17-8, and it was 18-9 the Panthers in the second quarter. Halftime score 35-17 Snake River.
So consistency, Snake River is outscored Bear Lake by 9 points in each quarter. Bears did cut it to as little as 6 at one point, about almost midway through the second quarter, and then after that, it was all Snake River. The stat that I think maybe jumps off the page the most to me is they don't miss. 48% shooting is really efficient shooting. They take good shots, and they don't miss those good shots. So here we go, Sean Clark, the woodshop teacher / cheer dad, because he just was out there rolling out mats because his daughter's one of the cheerleaders.
Yeah. He got 2 of the 4 last time.
Let's see if he can do a little bit better this time. The layup. Oh, he missed the layup. Got a little too excited out there in his Hawaiian duds. He looks good in a Hawaiian shirt. Oh,
his wife's really hoping he wins this trip.
Oh, the foul shot. Can't buy a foul shot.
This is exactly where he got hung up last time.
Oh, Sean. Well, he gets his dinner. He gets a dinner at Ohana's regardless. 3-pointer at the buzzer, rims out. Wouldn't have counted anything. Oh, Rick Saunders.
We have a chance here. I'm not.
Okay,
this guy could pull it off.
Now, he has done it.
I've seen him do it. I've seen him do it in practice. Yeah. So this could be interesting. There's the layup. Let's see if he gets the foul shot. The key is you can't miss the short ones. And foul shot. Oh, he rims it out. He's going to have a tough time. It's still possible. Second foul shot is... Good. There he goes. Okay, 3-point shot.
He's got to go.
Time is going to be short. 3-pointer. Oh, that's going to do it. His long rebound. He'll get another 3-pointer off, but he's not going to go to Hawaii.
Oh, maybe next time.
It's a little bit easier in the PE class when the pressure is if you miss, no big deal. And just for good measure, he misses the 3-point shot. But I did witness it one day. We were down here setting up for a game, getting ready, and the Ohana's 3-point shot, that halftime shot, is possible. All right, and I think that we're going to announce the all-state volleyball team. And I don't know.
We do need to do that.
Yeah, and I was going to bring the paper down, and I think I got distracted, put it down somewhere. And
all right, and another little announcement we want to make.
Okay, I'm going to make it over the air while they're making it. So the coach of the year, Stephanie Birch, was the All-State Coach of the Year. First team, Brinley Birch, Emmy Sharp, and Sadie Shaw were all on the first team. Second team, Cortland Skinner, Hallie Wells, and then honorable mention to Avery Hunter. So 6 Bear Lake volleyball players. I will give a shout out if anybody from Snake River is watching tonight. They had a couple of honorees as well. They had 1 on the first team and 1 or 2 second team. So congratulations. Both of these teams qualified for state in volleyball. Bears obviously went up there and won it. Snake River played well. So Bears have 6 make the all-state team, and then Stephanie Birch, Coach of the Year. And the good news is Emmy Sharp Cortland Skinner, Hallie Wells, and Avery Hunter, 4 of the 6 that were All-State, are coming back next year. And so,
what a great season they had.
Yeah.
I'm excited to watch them again next year. Fun volleyball.
Legitimate chance of defending their state title. They had a great season and a lot of returning talent on that team. But here we are, halftime. Bear Lake Bears stuck with the Snake River Panthers early. Panthers are a 25-point favorite, and right now they're sitting as an 18-point lead, so similar to what we expected. Nate, what are your thoughts? And then we'll take one more quick break.
You know, I don't hate what Bear Lake's done in that first half. I think for about the first 10 to 12 minutes of that game, Bear Lake's hanging in there. Saw a lot of momentum. Really shut down the size like we had talked about, but then a couple easy layups kind of broke the game open, and that size kind of showed its head. I think Bear Lake's still very much in this game. You can't get comfortable with that performance in the first half. Obviously, I mean, you're behind by a sizable margin. With that being said, if you remember the last game between these two teams, Bear Lake went into halftime with it being a competitive game, and then Snake River came into the second half and ran away with that game. So you've got to come out hungry, come out focused, and on the defensive end, you want to do what you did for the first quarter and a half, even first quarter and a half. Offensively, you got to get something going. 17 points and a half isn't going to cut it. You got to come out in the second half, knock down some Phillips 66 U-Save three-point shots, and some free throws as well, sponsored by Jacobson Mountain Air. You got to come out, do a little bit of everything, and offensively you got to get it going. Defensively, you had the keys there. There's a little bit of momentum still here going into the second half.
All right, so at halftime, the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard favors the Snake River Panthers by a score of 35-18. We'll take a break, and we'll come back with second half action right here on the SVI Sports Network.
I'm Ben Olson. I'm an orthopedic surgeon and just joined Bear Lake Memorial. I'm originally from here in Bear Lake, graduated in 1997, went to undergrad in Pocatello at Idaho State, went to med school in Missouri, residency in Ohio, practiced in Northeastern Oregon for the last 11 years. I'm excited to come back home. You kind of grow up doing a lot of outdoor stuff like hiking and hunting and fishing, and that's kind of what we would do as a family. Now, as your kids get older, your life is focused around them, so then you chase them around with all their sporting activities, and that's been a lot of fun. Probably the thing I love the most is taking somebody that can't find relief and offering them a surgical alternative and seeing the change that can happen. My goal for my patients is to earn your trust and take you through that journey and offer them some relief from what they're suffering from.
Your leader for live coverage of Bear Lake High School sports. This is the SVI Sports Network.
We're back. Both teams got out there, so they're going to start the second half about 30 seconds early. 35-17 is your score. Snake River basketball as we start the second half. Starters out on the court, so that means Jackman Mortensen, who just shoots the three, rims out. Out there also with Driscoll, Coombs, and Anderson for Snake River Bears. Counter with Hume, who has the ball right now. Anderson, who he passes to. Ewing, Carlisle, and Birch. So 4 sophomores and the junior, and Jackman with another steal. Driscoll will come away with it. Driscoll down the lane, all the way to the hoop, miss it. Rebound, tipped by Birch over to Ewing. Anderson bringing in the front court for the Bears. Now to Ewing. Ewing will drive, stop, pop. Nice shot. Tate Ewing gets the deuce. Bears on the board first in the second half. Coombs drives baseline. He'll kick it out to Mortensen up top. Driscoll to Jackman. Jackman will jack up the three. No good. Rebound. Anderson just reaches up and grabs it. When you're that much taller than everybody else, it makes it look easy. Coombs in the corner for three. No good. Rebound this time to Caden Anderson for the Bears. So a couple misses on that possession for the Panthers. Anderson loses it, but he'll get it back. He'll kick it to Hume. Hume open for three. Yes, there's a Phillips 66 U-Save three-point shot. Bears score the first 5 of the second half. It was a 13-point game, 35-22. Driscoll up top, Jackman. And now to Mortensen. Mortensen up top to Coombs. Coombs to Jackman. Jackman log him inside to Anderson. Layup's good. There he goes again. 10 points for him. He's 5 out of 6 shooting, and all 6 of them have been layups. Anderson for the Bears, being defended by Jackman. Now over to Ewing. Ewing to Anderson. Anderson to Hume on the elbow. Now Carlisle in the corner, taken away by Driscoll. Driscoll lobs ahead to Jackman. Jackman tries to lob it to Coombs. And there's a foul on the Bears.
Oh, gonna bail him out. That goes on Birch. That's his 3rd.
So Coombs was cutting to the hoop, and they were going to try to lob it to him. And Keach will have to come in and replace Birch, who picks up his 3rd foul. 15-point Snake River lead at 37-22. 6 minutes left in the 3rd period. Driscoll on the baseline. He's going to chuck it clear up top to Mortensen on the bear paw. Over in front of the student section. Now to Jackman. Jackman, pump fake drive. Kick to Coombs. Coombs open 3. Yes. Coombs with another Phillips 66 USA 3-point make. That cut takes the lead right back to 18. So the Bears scored the first 5. The Panthers scored the next 5. Coombs gets the steal. Jackman for 3 at the other end. No good. And Driscoll tries to run down the rebound. Can't. It will be Bear Lake basketball.
You know, I'd like to shout out the athletic director. He set up the Gatorade cooler so they can't tip over, and that was genius engineering on the hands of the athletic director. Don't know his name.
There would have been a lot of water over the floor on that play. Hume will pass it to Anderson after directing some traffic. Anderson to Hume, open for 3. He launches from the corner, no good. Rebound. It's going to be taken down by Anderson for the Panthers. He gets it to Jackman. Jackman into the front court, lobs it for Coombs. It hits the backboard instead, and Jack Hume comes away with it for the Bears. So instead of the lob, it's a turnover. Ewing will launch the 3 at the other end. No good off the back of the rim. Coombs for the rebound, gets it to Anderson, then to Jackman. 18-point lead.
I think that lob a minute ago from Jackman was meant to produce a dunk, but it bricked off the front of the rim, so it didn't work. But that would have been impressive to see.
Coombs to Driscoll. Driscoll drills to the top of the key, goes down the lane all the way to the hoop, misses everything. Mortensen gets the rebound, though. Now to Jackman. Jackman drives. What a move. He missed it, but that was a fantastic move.
Yeah.
Keach will secure the rebound. And Jack Hume into the front court for the Bears, being defended by Jackman. Hume down the lane, gets it to Keach. Keach shot is blocked by Mortensen, who comes away with it. Jackman comes the other way. 18-point game. Jackman on the elbow, around the screen by Mortensen, down the lane, over top of Keach, and good. Jackman now has 12 points on the night, and it's to a 20-point game. The biggest lead of the game at this point has been 20 points, and that's what it is right now. Anderson goes to Hume. 4 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Hume falls to the ground, but he goes down and gets it, then stands up, so that's a travel.
All right, coming into the game, Lee, Mortimer, and Howard replacing Anderson, Jackman, and Driscoll.
And Tafoya checked in for the Bears, I believe.
Yep, replacing Hume.
In the corner, it goes to Coombs. Coombs up to Mortimer. Mortimer will drive, shoot. No good. Rebound is going to be taken by Howard, up and in. So the Panthers just slowly pulling away, and timeout taken. Full timeout. It's a 60-second. We'll be back right after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Live coverage of Bear Lake High School sports on the SVI Sports Network is presented by Southeast Idaho Steel, a locally owned business making locally produced steel signs and fixtures. Flying S title and escrow, whatever it takes. Stephen Hammond Dental, local family dentistry. Gary Tusher CPA, bookkeeping, tax returns, and payroll, here to help. And by Lenhart Beverages, proud to support the Bear Lake Bears.
When it's time for a brake job, go with Napa Silent Guard. Built with fiber-reinforced shims and rubber-coated hardware that reduce noise and provide an exact fit for the life of the pad. Available now at Napa. Give your engine the attention it deserves with Napa Full Synthetic Engine Oil. Its advanced formulation delivers faster flow and temperature protection in the harshest driving conditions, elevating engine performance by helping it run cleaner, longer. Available now at Napa.
Live coverage of local high school sports continues now on the SVI Sports Network.
Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard, Bear Lake Memorial Hospital Cameron Medical Care. It's all Snake River right now in this second half. They have pulled away. It was an 18-point game that the Bears came out very quickly to 13, and all of a sudden it's up to 22. The Snake River Panthers, and there's another turnover. As Tafoya's pass escapes, gets past Carlisle.
Another genius engineering move by the athletic director.
Another one.
The cooler does not go over. That is 2 for 2. Foolproof idea.
Both coolers would have been knocked over. Yeah, but some would argue the athletic director shouldn't have put Gatorade coolers on the sideline. Coombs with it baseline and knocked away by Carlisle, but will get it out to Lee. Lee will drive all the way to the hoop to Howard. Howard underneath. Nice move.
Wow. He couldn't have been defended better.
Yeah, Keach just looked like, how did he get that up? How did he even do that? Caden Anderson with the ball near half court. And he'll reset the offense with 22 seconds on the shot clock. Anderson is going to drive. Mortensen knocks away from him. Ben Anderson gets it back. He'll kick it to Carlisle. Carlisle to Ewing. And Ewing was cutting out. Carlisle threw it in. And it's a turnover on the miscommunication. 46-22. Mortensen brings the ball in the front court. Corner to Howard. Back out top to Mortensen. Mortensen to Mortimer. Mortimer for 3. No good. A rebound. Keach gets it to Anderson for the Bears. Bears push. Anderson all the way to the hoop with the left hand. It's good. Nice move by Caden Anderson. Right hand player goes lefty and gets the layup. Mortimer in the corner to Lee. Lee down low to Howard. Howard back out to Lee. Lee for 3. Yes. There's another field 66 3-point play shot for Lee for the Snake River Panthers. 25-point game, 49-24. This is a game that the Bears are playing hard. Bears are getting a lot of good looks, getting some points, but when you're going 3 points at one end, 2 points at the other, the lead builds. And it's up to a 25-point lead right now for Snake River. Right where the computer said it should be. So this isn't a huge surprise. Tafoya with it being defended out there by Mortimer. Now he'll go to Keach. Keach goes over to Ewing. Ewing with the dribble. And he'll get it to Tafoya. Now to Keach. Keach. You're going to have to chuck it up at the buzzer. It goes off the front of the rim, so no shot clock violation, but Mortensen gets the rebound, and he'll bring it into the front court all the way down the lane. He's cut off, so he'll kick it out to Lee. Lee now to Mortimer. Mortimer to Mortensen. Mortensen thought about the 3 instead of lob inside to Coombs for the layup.
Yep, undefeated underneath there.
No-look pass as Mortensen pump faked the 3, so kind of everybody turned the head, and Coombs snuck back door for the easy layup. 51-24 as Ewing goes to the lane. He's fouled. He'll go to the line. He'll shoot 2.
That goes on Howard, his second.
Jacobs Mountain Air foul line. Opportunity here for Tate Ewing, the sophomore. Jacobs Mountain Air for your heating and air conditioning needs in the Bear Lake Valley. Jacobson Mountain Air. Ewing's first foul shot is no good.
Anderson, Jackman coming in for Mortensen and Coombs, and Hume back in the game for Anderson on the Bears side.
Ewing will get a second foul shot opportunity right here. These are valuable minutes for these sophomores. Even in a game like this where the Bears are down big at this point, these sophomores getting some game experiences. The second one goes in for Ewing is big for the future of the Bear Lake Bears. 51-25 now on the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard with 40 seconds left in the half. Mortimer for 3 misses it. The rebound, though, is going to go to Jackman, who spins down the lane, shuffles it over to Lee. What a move. It didn't go, but that was impressive by Lee. Keach with the rebound for the Bears. He's had a decent rebounding night. And Jack Hume loses control of the dribble out of bounds. So Hume just loses the dribble. It'll be a turnover on the Bears. Jackman will go to Mortimer. Last shot opportunity here for Snake River with just 10 seconds left in the half, there in the quarter. Howard will shoot a three. He misses it. Ewing gets the rebound. Ewing will shoot at the buzzer. It's good, and he's fouled at the line. Chance to end the quarter with some momentum. Tate Ewing gets the 2 to go at the buzzer. He'll get one more from the Jacobson Mountaineer foul line right after this.
And that foul went on, we'll see here. I was not paying attention.
I think they said Mortimer, number 13, but I'm not positive. Wait till they put it up on the board.
Yep, his first.
So they'll give Ewing the chance from the Jacobson Mountaineer foul line to see if he can complete the three-point play. And he doesn't. Nice. That's intimidating, though, with nobody else out there.
So quiet.
We'll go to the fourth quarter, which we'll have right after this on the SVI Sports Network.
We take all the decisions and explain them and make it easier for everybody to understand.
We bring a uniqueness to it, and we try to make sure everything is positive and happy and people have a good experience.
People come in and sign papers and they leave and they're happy, they get their house. I like that.
When we hand you that deed to your home, there's not going to be anything that's going to come up later that's going to hurt.
Here at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital, we have the honor of having a great radiology team. They've been recognized at the state level of being the best in their field. In our radiology department, we are able to provide MRIs, CT scans, X-rays, mammograms, ultrasound, echocardiograms, nuclear medicine, and DEXA scans.
This is your home for Bear Lake Bears basketball, live on SVI Media and The Wave, all a part of the SVI Sports Network.
It's a 24-point game according to the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard as we start the fourth quarter. Ewing ended it with a nice steal and a nice finish there at the rim. 51-27 is your score. Bears have the basketball. They're out there with Hume, Anderson, who has the ball, Argyle, Ewing, and Birch. Birch sat a lot of that third quarter after he picked up his third foul. Anderson's going to drive on Jackman. Floater, no good. Rebound goes to Coombs. Jackman up ahead now to Mortimer. Back to Jackman. He'll direct some traffic, set the offense on the elbow. He goes in the corner to Lee. Lee up top to Anderson. Anderson to Mortimer. Mortimer in the corner to Coombs. Back to Mortimer. Mortimer around the screen. And he'll lob to Coombs. Coombs will drive, get all the way to the rim, laid up. Nice move. He's just so strong and he's so tall. He gets down that lane quickly. Couple steps and he goes from the three-point line to a layup just that fast. Nice pass. Oh, inside is taken away by Mortimer, though. Jackman, lost it. I think I don't know if he was passing or going behind the back. Either way, the Bears come away with a Jack Hume. Three-pointer at the other end. There's a Phillips 66 U-save. Three-point make, and it's 53-30. Phillips 66, live to the full, where your convenience is our pleasure. Lee in the corner. He'll go to Jackman. Jackman will go around the screen from Anderson. He'll shoot the three to answer. No good. Rebound. Anderson just goes up over Anderson when you got 18 inches, and I'm not exaggerating difference there.
So big.
Foul called on the Bear Lake Bears.
That one goes on Hume, his first.
53-30 is your score. 6:37 left here in this basketball game. Lee lobs it inside to Coombs, but it's knocked away by Birch. Out of bounds. Hits off one of the Bear Lake cheerleaders. That's sitting down there at baseline. And it'll be Snake River basketball. In the corner, three-point shot on the way by Lee. Yup. There's a Phillips 66 U-save three-point make off the inbound play for the Panthers, and it's a 26-point game at 56-30, 6:26 left. Birch with it. He'll go down the lane, and he traveled.
Yep.
That's length. Anderson there was no place for Birch to go, and he shuffled his feet trying to get up and around the big guy and commits the turnover. 6:20 left as the Panthers bring the ball into the front court. Anderson's going to lob it across court, and Hume will take it away. Bears have numbers. Anderson to the hoop. Yes, he's fouled. He makes it. Caden Anderson with a shot like that and a nice hard drive to the rim.
That foul goes on Lee, his first.
That might move him into the running. We've already talked about it off the air, but for a gritty player of the game, Anderson's had a decent night. He now has 8 points and a chance at the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line to make it 9. Jacobson Mountain Air for your heating and air conditioning needs, and he does. I believe that puts him right behind Ewing for the leading scorer for the Bears. Ewing has 10. Anderson now has 9. Anderson for the Panthers passes out to Jackman. Jackman in the corner to Coombs. Coombs inside. Nice recovery there for the Bears, but they commit the foul.
Ewing is going to get called for that one. That'll be his first.
They had Lee double-teamed on the baseline, but Ewing bumps him out of bounds.
Tafoya coming in for the Bears, replacing Hume.
56-33 on the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Bear Lake Memorial Hospital, you can count on them to care. Nice move by Mortimer on the inbound just to cut baseline and get the easy deuce. Tafoya loses the dribble. He'll pick it up. And this time he's fouled as Jackman tries to knock it away.
Jackman's second.
So with 5:46 left in the game, 58-33 is your score. Bears will have the basketball that comes into Argyle at half court. He'll hand to Anderson. Anderson with a quick move down the lane, up and blocked by Coombs. Wow. Coombs went up. That ball was probably a foot above the hoop when Coombs blocked it off the backboard. That was an impressive defensive play at the other end. Anderson comes away with the rebound, gets it to Tafoya. Tafoya can't get it to go. Jackman will rebound it. And then Jackman is called for the push-off.
And that's his third.
And Coach Coombs for Snake River doesn't like that call. But it will be Bear Lake basketball, 58-33.
Mortensen, Howard, and Driscoll all back in the game, replacing Lee, Mortimer, and Anderson.
And then I think Hume's going to replace Anderson for Bear Lake.
Yep.
So Tafoya will inbound after the foul. Comes into Jack Hume. He's being defended there by Jackman. Spin move for Hume. Jackman stays right with him. Hume loses the ball. Ewing will pick it up. Ewing down the lane, and he's fouled. It was before the shot, I think they're going to say, on the floor.
That goes on Mortensen, his third.
So it will be Bears basketball baseline. 58-33, 5:06 left. Jack Hume will trigger for the Bears on the baseline. Gets it into Tafoya in the corner. He goes out to Birch on the opposite elbow. Birch will back it out. The Bears will set the offense after getting the ball inbounds. Now to Jack Hume. Jack Hume launches the three. Yes, there's a Phillips 66 U-Save three-point make for Jack Hume, 58-36.
That's a couple for him.
Phillips 66 U-Save, live to the full where your convenience is our pleasure. And the three-point ball has been good to the Bears tonight. Jackman, nice move down the lane, but Brock Birch gets the block and the rebound. Nice move there by Birch. Hume loses the ball again, goes to the floor. He'll get it out to Ewing. Jackman's defense is tough.
He's everywhere, and yeah.
Tafoya elevates from the foul line, no good. Birch comes in, tries to get the rebound, but Coombs will secure it. And with 4:10 left, it's 58-36. Snake River lob to Coombs. He'll go back out to Jackman. Long three in front of the student section.
Wow.
Yeah. He's a shooter. That kid.
He's got 15 points.
He may be the best player on their team.
He's incredibly good.
Great defender, great shooter. That's another Phillips 66 U-Save three-point make.
And he's not very big.
Ewing down the lane misses. Rebound. Birch tries to save it in bounds. Instead, it goes to Driscoll. Coombs down the lane, and he's fouled. He'll go to the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line. He'll shoot 2.
That foul goes on Ewing. That's his second.
He's got a quick first step. He caught that ball and looked like he was just going to settle for
I thought he was going to go in for the dunk. I think our student section did too.
When he first got the ball, I thought, it looks like he's just going to settle to set up the offense, and then he takes a really quick first step and he gets down the lane so quickly.
Carlisle in for Ewing.
Coombs missed the first from the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line. He'll have one more. 3:41 left in the game. 61-36. He makes the second. 62-36. Tafoya will bring the ball into the front court for the Bears. Gets it to Hume. Hume will launch another 3. This time he misses. Coombs with the rebound. That's right where he made the last one. Coombs down the lane. Tafoya knocks it away from him, but commits the foul.
Tafoya with his second.
And that's only the 4th team foul on the Bears, so with 3:25 left. I think the Bear Lake Bears thought they were going to be shooting. They were coming over to talk to coach at the sideline. Ball comes into Jackman. Jackman, no way.
Oh.
He almost got it. He was almost in the center court circle when he shot that one. It looked good, and then he steals the ball. And then he goes in. What a layup. Oh, my gosh.
What a move.
He's so good.
He is a good guard. Smart, savvy, defensively smart. This guy is everything you could want as a head coach.
And he's guarding Tafoya, and he knocks it away again, but he can't save it, so it'll be Bear Lake ball.
He is good.
He's a great on-ball defender. Absolutely great on-ball defender.
And just all around had a phenomenal game. Points, assists, steals. Both sides of the ball. Like I said, everything you'd want as a head coach.
Birch will inbound, 64-36. Every time the Bears fight back and make it a little bit closer, Jackman or Coombs just seems to take the game over, and this time it's been Jackman. Birch is going to drive, get himself all the way to the hoop. The shot is blocked by Coombs into the hand of Mortensen. Mortensen comes the other way with it, all the way down the lane, and no offensive foul.
That'll be his 4th. Good sportsmanship down underneath there. Carlisle holding his head as he stands up and picks up Mortensen.
So it'll be Bear Lake basketball. 2:41 left. And that was one where I think Mortensen wanted to pass it, didn't have a passing lane, so he went up with a shot and commits the offensive foul. Anderson down the lane, floater. Oh, that's goaltending, they call it, yeah.
Yep.
That one was definitely on the way down.
So Anderson's point counts.
And that was, it's amazing that it was Howard. Okay, it's Howard, 32, not 0. And definitely on its way down. The block, it was an incredible block. I got to give you credit for that. As Coombs turnaround, elevates, no good. Rebound, Driscoll, he misses. Howard, though, for the putback. 28-point game with 2:18 left, 66-38 on the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard. And that time, that was just all height, as Bears had decent position to get the rebounds, but when you give up that much height, and Anderson down the lane, lay it up. Oh, no good. Great move to get down the lane, though, by Caden Anderson. Rebound to Jackman. Jackman, what a move. Oh, my gosh.
Goodness.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh. He is fun to watch.
He has an NBA 2K layup package on him.
My goodness.
Are we watching Rajon Rondo?
That was impressive as he spun down the lane, created space, and had to do the fancy layup to get the layup up, or it would have been blocked. And that's a 30-point game, so running clock now the rest of the way. Wow, he's got how many points in the game?
Jackman has 19. Coombs has 20. But and I'm not taking anything from Coombs because he's also fantastic. But Jackman, he's shorter and he's flashy. I don't know what it is. He's just everywhere. He is fun to watch.
Let's take a 30-second timeout, and we'll be back right after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Ready, set, 12 days, 10 venues, 1 van. Client presentation starting in 4 minutes. Living your best midlife crisis. Rerouting. There's go in everything you do. That's why Phillips 66 is there to fuel all the ways you go, go, go.
Visit You Save Phillips 66 in Montpelier for fuel, snacks, and more. Live to the full with You Save Phillips 66, where your convenience is our pleasure.
I'm going to say this game feels like it's closer than the final score is going to show, as Caden Anderson will bring the ball back out and go to Argyle. Argyle to Hume. Hume backs into a three, leaves it short. Birch with the rebound, put back, no good. They say it was
again. Yep.
They say goaltending. He was in the net, and so 71-38 as they count the layup because they said he was in the net, so they'll give you the
So it should be 40, not 38.
And the Snake River Panthers can just run out the clock. And they're going to throw it away, though. And no, they say it was tipped, so it goes inside. Howard with the reverse layup, no good. Brock Birch will get the rebound. He'll go ahead to Caden Anderson. Anderson will shoot for three at the buzzer, no good. Your final score is going to be 71-40, as they didn't count that last shot, that one that was goaltended. Not that it matters, but the final score 71-40. The Snake River Panthers come into Bear Lake, get the win. I think the Bears fought hard, and honestly, I'm going to say I feel like this game was closer than what the final score showed on the scoreboard. Jackman, wow, fun basketball player to watch. We thought it was going to be the big guys inside, and the one that was actually the most fun to watch was the little guy. So the Bears drop this one, final score 71-40. Lisa, who did the damage?
All right, Coombs finished with 20 points, 19 for Jackman, 13 for Anderson, 7 for Howard, 6 for Lee, 5 for Mortimer, 1 for Driscoll. 46% shooting overall. They were 21 out of 38, 55% from the two-point range, 8 out of 24, 33% from the three-point range, and 5 for 8, 62% from the foul line. Just to give you an idea on Jackman, 19 points. He had 4 rebounds, 6 steals. He had a deflection. I would have believed those numbers would have been higher just because he seemed like he was everywhere. That kid is phenomenal to watch. So, and they have great players across the board. Coombs had a great night as well with 8 overall rebounds. He had 3 blocks. He had 4 steals. So, yeah, they're fun. All right, for the Bears, Anderson finished with 11, Ewing with 10, Hume had 9, 6 for Birch, 4 for Keach, 34% overall shooting, 9 out of 28, 32% from the two-point range, 6 out of 16, 37% from the three-point range, 4 out of 8, 50% from the foul line, 33 total rebounds for the Bears, 28 defensive rebounds, and they had 5 steals. They also had 13 turnovers. Snake River outscored the Bears 17-8 in the first, 18-9 in the second, 16-10 in the third, 20-13 in the fourth. Final score 71-40.
So we got Coach Trevor Ward on the headset with you. Coach, you cannot teach height.
No.
And I will say you came out, played well. Early on in the second quarter, 6-point game. I'd take that all day long against this team. When the computer said they were supposed to beat you by 25 plus, and you're right with it, and then all of a sudden their height took over, and that's what it was. Anderson, their big guy inside, was getting those easy layups, and there was sometimes we were in great position. I remember one time in the second half, Logan Keach had great position, forced the kid baseline, and when the shot went in, he just kind of looked like, what else can I do? And I would agree with you.
He actually put the ball up through Keach's arms, and nobody made any contact, which was unbelievable.
Yep, the game strategy definitely changes when you go against a team that tall and that big. But my number one key to the game was don't cower, don't back down. rebounding, boxing out, and trying to get them in foul trouble, get those bigs out of the game. So I felt like they came to the challenge, and they executed defensively pretty well tonight. You know, they had some easy lobs, and we tried to make adjustments to take that away, take away the easy layups. But for the most part, I'm very happy with how they come out tonight, how they performed. You know, they could have just laid down from the beginning, you know, and said we're not even in this game. But I felt like they played with heart, and they played with some tenacity tonight, so I was happy with it.
Well, they've got a 6'9", 6'7", 6'5" underneath the basket, and our boys, Bear Lake, out-rebounded them overall tonight.
That's
awesome. I think that's a great stat to point out, is they do have the bigs, and that's hard to defend on off, you know, when you're playing defense against them. But the boys, our boys, like you said, played with heart. They were scrappy tonight, and they fought hard underneath the basket.
A few of those possessions where I see four guys all boxing out, and that ball comes off the rim and just bounces on the ground. I almost wanted to yell, "Go get it!" You know.
Yeah.
But that's what I want. You know, I want them to box out like that. So
they're
doing good.
I love I'll agree with her. That was excellent rebounding tonight. A lot of grit, a lot of fight. I made the comment twice towards the end of the game. That game felt closer than the scoreboard.
Yeah.
It did not feel like a 30. They had a 33-point lead at one point, 31-point final score. It did not feel like that kind of game. It felt like more about a 15 to 20-point game. I felt like you were in it. Great effort by the boys overall in a game that you knew you were coming in as huge underdogs. This is the number 2 team in the state. They've only got one loss, and that was to a 5A team this season. And I don't know that they lose again until midway through the state tournament when they start getting into some of the bigger schools. They're that good. And I felt like you gave it a great effort tonight, Coach. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Okay, no rest for the wicked. Nope. Right back on it. Saturday night, American Falls. What can you tell me about the Beavers?
They push the tempo. They're fast. So we got to be ready to get back because they can push it really good in transition. They've got size. They got speed. They can hit the 3 ball from what I've seen so far. So, yeah, definitely going to be challenging.
This is a tough district. There's not a night off in this district. You know, last year there were some teams that were a little bit better, a little bit worse. There were some tougher games, some easier games. You finished second in the district last year. This year the district is tough. All 3 of these teams, Marsh Valley, which will play next week, every game is tough from here on out. But American Falls, so that it kind of sounds like Teton.
Yeah,
to me.
Very similar.
Okay. All right, we'll see you Saturday. Good luck, Coach.
Okay,
Thanks for coming up. All right, final score 71-40 as the Snake River Panthers come to town, take care of business against the Bear Lake Bears. So let's do gritty player of the game. I think I have a nomination. What do you guys think? Nate, do you have anybody you want to throw out there?
I'm going to let you take care of this one. Because it could go both ways for me. I think we've talked about it off air. I think either of the 2 players are pretty deserving. So I'm fine with either today, Jared.
Okay, I was going to go, when we talked about it off air, I was going to say, and I still am okay with this if we go with Tate Ewing. I think he had a great game. He was second leading scorer. He had 10 points on the night. He plays the 4 position, and when you would be the 3rd or 4th tallest player on their team, and every one of them is on the court against you right there. That's tough. So I felt like he played a pretty good game inside. And then the other person I liked, because it was tough going out there with Jackman, was Anderson. I thought Anderson, especially in that 4th quarter, had a decent game for the Bears, and he was the leading scorer for Bear Lake. So those are my 2 nominations. Do either one of you want to break the tie? Because in my mind, they both.
I don't want to break the tie. I think they both did a great job.
I absolutely agree. I think, honestly, both of them are deserving.
Yeah.
And, I'm fine with both of them being that tonight.
Since there's no actual award, we can give it to whoever we want.
Yeah, you just get the knowledge of knowing that you were the player.
I say both of them. I think they both had a great night.
Yeah, I think that, in a losing effort, losing by 31, without the effort of those 2 and some others. There were some other great players.
Yeah.
And this is a totally our opinion of the feel of the game in the moment award. I feel like those 2 did a lot to keep the Bears as close as they did. And so that's what we're going to go with is Caden Anderson and Tate Ewing tying for our gritty players of the game. So join us tomorrow night. We're right back on the air, 6 o'clock, JV game. There's no C team. 7:30 varsity start. It's senior night, so the Bears are going to honor their 4 seniors, their 4 phenomenal seniors that were part of the state championship game team last year, and looking to get the Bears back to state again this year. So be in the building. If you can't, be with us here on the SVI Sports Network as the Bear Lake Bears finish off their regular season versus the Marsh Valley Eagles tomorrow night.
Really quick, also in cooperation with, I guess, senior night, they're asking the crowd, so if you're planning to come to the game, the crowd and the 6 men, to wear purple tomorrow night in honor of Allie Saunders,
yes,
who would have been a senior this year with this team. So
yeah, she was.
If you're coming to the game, wear purple.
Yeah, she would have been in the gym. Probably she was the scorekeeper.
Yep.
And a big part, good close friends to this senior class. And she passed away tragically at the end of her sophomore year. So they're going to honor her tomorrow night. Purple was her favorite color, and so it's a purple night for the Bear Lake Bears. Okay. So Bear Lake, that's going to wrap it up for us. For Chris Pratt back in the studio, pushing all the buttons to bring you the audio. For Nate Matthews, who pushes the buttons and make us look good. And everybody else on the SVI Sports Network, this is
Nate Matthews,
Lisa Hillier,
and Jared Hillier saying
good night, everybody.